Okay, she's gone. Okay, well, why don't we go through the group here and everybody could introduce themselves, give us your names. I have some, it looks like I have some of the names, but not all of them on the display here. And also, are you planning to actually travel to Montana? Are you planning to go to the meeting virtually, or are you undecided at this point? So I see Tom Campbell. You want to, can you hear me, Tom?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
I'm only about 3 hours away from you.
Ah,
Okay. So it's gonna be an easy one for me this time. Yeah. So definitely we're coming. I'm not sure who in my family. I know Kimberly and I are.
excellent. I'm just going to turn my volume up a little bit. Okay, Sue.
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm from Yardley. I live right down the street from Terry and Ralph, and I will be flying to Montana. Yes, we have our plans already made, and Roby and I are going. So, yep.
Oh, and that's Roby on the screen is right next to you.
Yep.
Are you from Yardley also, Roby?
Yes, I'm just down the street from those guys. And Sue and I have booked our flights and our rooms and are looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Excellent. Diane.
Hi, everybody. I'm from outside Levittown in Pennsylvania, and I'm still undecided, but at all costs, I'll be on Zoom if I can't come out there.
Yeah.
And Barb.
Hi guys, I'm Barb. I'm from Yardley as well, a good friend of Terry's. So I'm planning on attending virtually.
Excellent. Janet, if you could unmute your okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I don't travel. I'm just curious mostly to find out what it's all about before making a decision.
Mhm.
Excellent. Irene from Sugarland, Texas.
Hey everyone, I'm Irene and I'm from Sugarland, Texas. And I brought my mug, my Syracuse mom mug,
Yeah.
which I've had on the counter all day just for this. And anyway, I'm planning on attending virtually.
Wonderful, Irene. Margaret.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I Terry from an organization I'm part of, and she's very special. I'm not sure, I'm undecided. I have a vacation 2 weeks later, so it probably is going to be virtual.
Mhm.
Thank you, Margaret. Corey, unmute.
Hi, I'm Corey. I'm from Titusville, New Jersey, friend of Terry and Ralph's, and I will most likely be attending virtually also. I've got 2 little kids, and if there's some miracle where I can swing all 4 of us flying out to Montana, we'll do so, but most likely we'll just join from Zoom.
Very good, Corey. Gary Schrader, I know you.
Hey, how you doing, Dan?
I see your
Hey, I know her too. Hey, Ellen, how you doing? I almost said Helen. No, I didn't. I know better. Finally, it took me about 20 years. We're probably going to be virtual, but I haven't completely canceled out the fact that we can still go. Michelle is going to the Holy Lands in October.
Wow.
You know what I mean? To be away 2 weeks and stuff like that. Trying to talk her into maybe getting an RV so we can take the dogs and have a cross-country trip. You know, chances are though by the end of the trip she'll fly home and I'll come home. Place will be packed up for sale and I'll be on the street.
and you live in Florida now, right, Gary?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're in Lecanto, Florida.
Excellent.
It's cold today. It's like 70.
Oh,
We
I
didn't
got
go
long sleeves on.
to swim. I see.
All right, I'll be- Oh, yeah, you're in Florida too. You know it. Oh. All right.
Pat Campbell.
Yes, unmute.
No, he's unmuted. Pat. Pat.
Yes,
There it is.
Okay, so he didn't hear the question. He came on late.
Can you introduce yourself to everybody and tell us if you're planning to fly to Montana or do it virtually or undecided?
my name is Pat Campbell. I am Terry's uncle, Ellen's brother, Dan's brother-in-law, et cetera, et cetera. And we'll attend as much as we can virtually, but we're going to enjoy watching.
Good to see you, Pat. Victoria in Oz. That should be interesting.
Yes, hi. I live in Perth, so unless they invent a transporter and I can beam myself up, I will most likely not be there. But depending on the time, I could possibly be there virtually.
Awesome.
Very good. Nice to meet you, Victoria. Kathy D.
Hey, everybody. My name's Kathy Dennis, and I'm in Langhorne here, Pennsylvania. And as far as my plan, I'd love to go. I guess it really depends on what I can afford and when. I don't even know when it is yet. So that's all I got. And there's one other girl, and she's not on Zoom, that's interested too, and that's Sue Gallagher.
Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Clark Smith.
Yeah, hi, my name's Clark Smith. And I think my wife Beth is on here as well. But we're hoping to attend in person. So
Awesome.
that's what we're trying to do at least.
And Clark, are you in Phoenix?
We are in Phoenix.
Okay.
See, it's a little person.
So actually, let's jump to your wife, Beth Beth Smith, of course, of Phoenix.
Hi, I'm Beth S. I go with Clark. Happy to be here. Thank you.
And I see Devin Leslie.
Hello, I'm Devin Leslie from Texas, and I'm hoping to attend in person. But there's only one thing that if that happens, I'm looking for a home, and so I will be, in that process. If I need to be moving at that moment, then that would cause a problem. But my hopes are that I will be able to go.
Ralph M.
Dan, you caught me just walking in, so what's up? We were on a doctor's call for like a minute.
Oh, okay, good. You could take over, Terry.
Oh, I don't want to take over, Dad. You keep going. You're doing great.
I see that this is so enjoyable.
I know that dude.
Okay. Jess G.
Hey, everybody. What are we supposed to say? I'm sorry. I was talking to my husband, so I missed what we're supposed to say. But
Your name and are you planning to attend? Are you planning to go to Montana, or will you do virtual, or are you undecided?
we are undecided, but we're hopeful to go in person. My husband and I really want to go see Montana, so this might be the perfect time. So we'll see.
Where are you now, Jess?
We're in Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Jess. Marn D, Sedona, Arizona. And you need to unmute, Marn.
Yeah, thanks. It's good to see you, Terry and Ralph, and everybody. I think I'm probably going to be Zoom because I have big trip planned to see new grandbaby this coming right up. So, and then I need to see my dad who's 92. So, and I just talked to him about going there in September. He's in upstate New York. So I think it's going to be Zoom for me. So thanks.
Thank you, Marn. And Ellen G. Yes, thank you.
Hi, yeah, LNG. I'm on the Central Coast of California. I'll be attending virtually. I used to be closer. I was in Seattle, but I'm in the process of a divorce, so I'm in California. It's hard to travel from here, but thanks everybody. Good to see you.
Okay, I think I got to everybody, at least that's on my screen. And I should have done this first. I'm Dan Paulish, and along with my wife, Ellen Paulish, we're parents. And Ellen is related to Tom Campbell and Pat Campbell that I see on the call.
And we're in.
Oh, and Ralph Miller, of course,
Yeah.
and Terry Miller.
Traders also.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's one big happy family here.
Terry, question for you. I think the next thing on the agenda is a tour, but I don't see a person to give the tour.
Yeah, we're actually going to do the Q&A part first. So that's what we're now. People ask questions that they have about the event. And then hopefully Suzanne will be joining us. She's the owner of Dunrovin Ranch.
Right.
And
Okay.
yeah, she'll be giving us a virtual tour of what it looks like today. What do they call that? When like you
Blizzard?
I was gonna say buried in snow.
Freezing cold.
Oh, no, I'm over in Idaho and it was in the mid 40s today. It's short sleeve weather.
Cold to swim.
He's the other side of the mountains, though.
Oh, goodness.
He's the other side.
Okay, so we've been flipping around a little bit with our technology. I'm not as confident as I'd like to be as far as like sharing pictures and maps and stuff like that. But I figure maybe where we'll start is just with the agenda. So it's going to take me a minute to pull that up on my device. Does anybody ask some questions while I'm working on that?
I do. I know one of the, I'm so new and this is so exciting. This group is so happy. I'm glad to say that, and thank you for inviting me tonight. But somebody else had the question about the dates, and I guess I would also kind of streamline it. Like, what are key events that we could time in if we're planning to attend either virtually or in person? To count to note on our calendars.
Yes, it is a great question. August 4th is the event. That's a Thursday and a Friday. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. Could someone else answer the other part of that question? Does anybody know it?
What was the other part of the question? Oh, yeah, we had made plans, and our flight is coming in on the Wednesday because Terry had said Thursday and Friday were going to be the planned days for events. And then what we're doing is we're flying out on Saturday.
Okay.
So she had said that, I don't know, maybe other people want to stay a little longer and do other things. And there's certainly the opportunity, but the events at this is what I get. The events that Terry had planned are basically on Thursday and Friday. So.
That's good. But it helps with planning, and also even if you're just virtual, then you can.
Yeah.
I know this is more events go there, but also it's nice to know people that would, because we're coming from Florida.
Okay, gotcha.
And we have another son will be coming probably from Texas and some other branches of the family. So
that's awesome.
Then we know how many to include in the Wednesday night festivities. So you don't have to worry about you picking up your dinner or something Wednesday night, and the same for Saturday or Saturday night, as some people would like to plan a trip. I will say I've been out there at that time of the year, and we used to live in Pennsylvania when I went out. It's such a gorgeous change. The air is so clear and bright. And from our summer in Florida, it's going to be a delightful air you've ever seen.
I think we picked up one person, if I see this right. Jade, are you on? Can you introduce yourself and tell us if you're planning to attend virtually or in person or undecided?
Yeah, hi, thanks. Yeah, I'm Jade from Chronic Pain Anonymous, and I don't know anything about it. I would love to be there in person, but I really don't know anything about it. I'm in Canada on the West Coast, and yeah, I just came to learn more what it's about. I love horses, and I love ranches, and I love people. So
Yeah,
I got
perfect.
Okay, you ready, Terry? Terry, it doesn't say you're muted, but we can't hear you.
She's sharing my microphone.
We're doing all this crazy stuff that you guys would never believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to share with you guys a photo of the event schedule. Maybe see if this is going to work. Oops. Okay, here it is. Okay, how's that look? I zoom
Oh,
in.
looks lovely.
yeah.
All right. So we got a little guidance now. This is the schedule. All these times are scheduled to change. Things in Montana can be predictable. I think that that's probably true for everywhere. The online and live stream events are like the highlighted ones, and there might be other opportunities as well to do kind of, you know, this sort of stuff that we're doing now. And then there's also going to be tons of activities going on at the ranch itself. So people are going to be probably like coming into town, you know, Wednesday or whenever. And then Thursday, things are going to start at noon with a welcome, followed by a lunch. And the main event is going to be at 2 p.m. All these times are mountain time. So there's going to be horse painting. And I'm hoping that Suzanne will pop on in a little bit and she'll be able to show you more about that. We'll see how that goes. And then what else here? Oh my gosh, we have so much to do at the ranch, you guys. There's a river right next to it. There's also all sorts of beautiful places to see and explore. There's like little nature trails where they ride, you know, the horses through the ranch. And it's just really such a beautiful, beautiful place. We're going to have a barbecue dinner at 5, and then at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be.
Let's go back. Is
Yeah.
it dinner at the ranch or is that at a restaurant?
The dinner's at the ranch. It's probably going to end up being like a potluck. So we're trying to do things as interactively as possible. So for example, we're going to be sending out like gift boxes to all the people who are attending online. And in the gift boxes, there's going to be like little things like a recipe card. And what you can do is you can send us what your favorite recipe is. And then, you know, you're going to be on your couch in like Ohio, and somebody in Montana is possibly going to be preparing your recipe for all the people at the party on the ranch. So stuff like that, you know, like we really want to engage with the people who are online and keep you guys interested while you're all watching us on these webcams that are scattered throughout this beautiful, beautiful place. So yeah, I'll take a pause there. Does anyone have any questions?
Do the horses like being painted?
It's a good question. Does anyone have an answer for that? Otherwise, I can just. You wish Suzanne was here. I'm dying. Well, what I've heard, Suzanne, is that the horses do like it, especially on a hot day. Like horses are very tactile creatures, and they like to be groomed and touched, and they like to feel like they have very, very sensitive skin. So they can feel when a fly lands on them from like any part of the body, they can feel that one little fly. So they love the painting, and they especially seem to enjoy the bath that they get afterwards.
Oh my God, I had no idea it was actually painting real horses.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to say that as a joke. That is so cool. Thank you.
And it's we're painting on the horses, not just painting them from a distance. We're actually painting their skin on them.
Yep.
Wow, that is real cool.
Huh. Well, maybe there's some other, can I talk? Perhaps there's somebody else like me, but Terry knows from long ago, I love to look at horses and I love to see people really enjoying horses and riding horses, but I'm not going to get too close. I'm from a distance with the horses. Not experienced horse person.
I have two questions. One is, obviously, we'll be able to get this printed out or put in chat so that we have it, the agenda.
Larry said absolutely.
Okay. And the other thing is, how close are the areas where somebody who's disabled can rest in between these activities?
So on the ranch, there's a guest house and it has 2 levels to it. The first level, I think, has room for 3 people to sleep. And so anyone who needs to rest can go in there, lay down, comfortable, off, have a drink, whatever they need. The ranch itself, I believe, is kind of like gravelly, and there's also grass and some gentle rolling hills. You don't have to worry about parking. There's plenty of it in Montana. You don't need your handicap placard unless you need it for other. But yeah, did I answer that question?
Yes. And how far is it from the airport?
It's 15 minutes from Missoula International Airport.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is the name of the airport?
Missoula, Missoula.
Thank you.
Sure. Any more questions?
Yeah, so if you're going and you fly in, how do you get to the ranch from the airport?
You know, we're working that out. It's going to depend if people want to like rent their own car and have personal transportation. Otherwise, there are opportunities for public transportation, like to the hotels. There's also shuttles and Uber and stuff like that. And so if people need it, we're going to try to get a van shuttle, but it really depends on what you guys need.
I'm sorry, but what is the name of the ranch?
Dunrovin.
Dunrovin, okay.
Yeah.
Did you spell it?
Ralph's going to put it in chat also, a link to the site. It's Dunrovin Ranch, Montana, I think. Let me see. Dunrovin Ranch. No, same word. This is a link. Ranch. And then Montana.com. So Dunrovin Ranch, Montana.com. And you're going to see, actually, that's a great website to go to because you're going to be able to see some of the pictures of like what the ranch looks like, what the apartments are like. Gorgeous that Suzanne has put together.
What do you mean by apartments? Is it for us to stay in rather than a hotel?
So what I mean by that is like the guest house that I told you about. It has, I believe, 3 beds downstairs. And I think there's like, actually, so the thing itself sleeps 11 people total. So we're kind of figuring out, I know that Ralph and I have that reserved for what night? Thursday night. And we're trying to figure out if we want to get it for like Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Friday night. Like it kind of depends on what you guys need and lodging. And but what I will say is that only sleeps 11. So obviously not everybody can stay there. It's going to be like, you know, the VIPs. It's going to be the people who need it. So there are a variety of places to stay in Missoula, and sharing screen right now, screen sharing still.
Yes. The sketch-
What do you
Right.
guys see on your screen?
I see Barb.
Schedule.
Barb's
Yeah,
like
Barb.
stuck in there.
All right, so let me try to. This actually says I'm sharing though.
Yeah, you're showing.
Happen now, guys.
No problem.
See everybody now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let me try and do this, which I can't really figure out how to do. Nice. Any more questions?
I have one, Tara.
Sure, go ahead.
So how did you find this ranch, or what made you select this place?
Are these like age questions?
Are they what?
Oh, Jojo.
All right.
Well, I wondered, is it someone that's in recovery or like how you ended up finding it? If
Oh,
it's somebody.
all right. So it's a great story and I'm so glad you asked. And so 2003, I moved out to Montana to get my graduate degree. And I totally changed my way of life regarding drugs and alcohol. And so my first experience in recovery was in Montana. And now, 20 years later, all this stuff has happened and I want to go back there. And I want to show you guys how beautiful it is.
She wants to know how you found out about the
How did I
ranch.
find the ranch? A year ago, I was internet searching, trying to figure out some kind of crazy party to have. Because I had done this like crazy trip to New York with some friends. And I was like, I want to do that with everybody I know. So internet searching. And then finally, there I am. Finally, it fell in my lap, right? And there's no coincidences. Like,
Well, Corey, I saw her. She was mesmerized by watching bears eating
right.
salmon in the river. So she watched that for weeks. And then she got on this bird kick. And that's how she ran into the ranch. Because there was a bird nest. And she was watching the birds for a while. And then she ended up meeting the owner and things expanded from there. It was a lot of animal watching.
yeah, animals.
Yeah. But what about the greater than 3 or the less than 3 bit? That sounds.
Oh,
Want to take one?
Yeah, it started out, well, Terry's nickname in the rooms of recovery that I gave her was just Montana. And then she went back to graduate school after we were dating for a while. And it was our secret code that how we would tell each other that we loved each other, because the less than 3, the symbol is a heart sideways. So it was just my way of telling her that I loved her.
That's so sweet. I love it. She
Yeah.
told me already. That's so good. But you told it better.
And all the guys in softball who would call me and leave me a message I used to put at the end of my message less than 3 in case Terry called and I didn't pick up. And they always want to know what less than 3 meant. I was explaining it all the time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Just about the live music. Are you going to have a band there? And if you've asked individuals to play, can they utilize the band or the band's instruments or yeah.
Okay. Do you want to take that one, Dad?
Sure. Well, if I attend, I'm a wedding DJ. So, I could do like the dance party, the line dances, that part of it. But we also have some people, but I don't think they're on right now. I can't remember his name. He's a friend of Ralph's.
Graham?
Who?
Graham?
Graham, yes. Graham is, he's a professional singer-songwriter, guitarist. He's written some songs. He performs in the Pennsylvania area, Philadelphia area. And, he does, he plays guitar and sings, so, he offered to do that. So, and, we're still looking if some other people would like to do it. The venue has a kind of like a pavilion, where the meals will be set up, there'll be tables undercover, under the pavilion, and they have a PA system. So the musicians, singers, DJs, whatever, we could just plug into their sound system. So if I attend, I'll just bring a laptop, and I'll plug in my laptop, and we'll be able to provide music, in that pavilion area, whenever, whenever, like during meals or for the party or whatever you need.
I'll take requests.
And I think there's going to be a lot of talent there. So hopefully they let us hear them sing.
Yeah. And we want everyone to participate. Like if you are an artist, if you're a musician, like we don't care if you're in Montana, if you're online, like we want to all be able to hear you. So figure out how we can make that happen.
I think you didn't get through the rest of the agenda, but I think there's like a fireside sing-along type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like again, using Graham as an example, he could just unplug and you know, he could play his guitar around the campfire.
Oh, unmuted. Guys, this is such a circus. Thanks for bearing with us. Okay, more questions, or should we go through the rest of the agenda?
Want me to screen share it or you screen share?
I think I had it on mine.
Okay.
Be sure to check out the painted horses on their website. They're beautiful.
I thought you were right and that you were making a joke, Marn.
Yeah.
I did. And I was waiting for Terry to say, oh, no, that's not the truth. That would make me want to be there just to do that. Oh, my goodness.
I think Terry left off where she's going to be the 6 p.m. speaker, and you're going to tell an AACPA story.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, so that should be very interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what else we got? So an early start on Friday, or if you want to sleep in, you can do that and watch it all on video later. The sun comes up at 6:20 a.m. Also, I'd like guys, we're gonna have a full moon on August 3rd, so that'll be really cool. There's gonna be bird watching and nature walk. We're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff with birds on Friday morning. And then during that day, I don't know exactly how the stuff is gonna pan out, but we're gonna be doing like little breakout groups essentially. So if people wanna go trail riding, if people wanna play with the horses in the arena, go tubing down the river, 5 minutes away from Dunrovin Ranch is Travelers Rest State Park, which is an official historic site. They're going to be also giving the online people a tour about like Lewis and Clark history. And then after all that, we're pretty much going to say, get out of here, feed yourselves. Now we're going to give you like little trail snacks. And then if you want to grab lunch or whatever, do whatever you want. And we are all going to try to meet up at 5 p.m. Lolo Creek Steakhouse is the #1 steakhouse in all of Montana. It happens to be right in between Travelers Rest and the ranch. So that would be a delicious option, and we hope you all can join us. And that brings us through 2 days. It's a pretty packed agenda. And again, we have no idea how many people are going to be there on the ranch versus, you know, online. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to get worked out, but this is kind of the bare bones of it.
So I just want to get to the trail riding. That's actually riding horses.
Yes.
And how many horses are they going to have at our disposal?
They have about 20 horses.
Okay.
And they'll figure all that out. Like Suzanne isn't here, unfortunately, but she'll be able to tell us, you know, you ride this horse, you get on that one. And then this horse needs a break, and then he'll go out on a ride later. Like he'll take care of all that behind the scenes for us.
But could I ask something?
Sure.
I'm not even a rider here, but I would add, I'm sure that there would be some ability to match the experienced rider with the more experienced horse and a beginner rider or somebody that just would want to try. And how about equipment? If people who are traveling from a long distance, would they provide the helmet or the equipment that you would need?
They will
ride with sneakers or what?
Yep, they provide helmets, and what you would need to wear is long pants and preferably, shoes with heels on them if you have it, like a little heel. Otherwise, or like a rugged pair of sneakers, and that would probably be okay.
But they
Yeah, you just got to bring your own saddle. That's all.
Bring your own saddle.
Yeah. We all got them out here. Come on now.
Ellen, that's my brother telling me.
Okay. Is there camping at the ranch?
Yes, absolutely. So this is again going to depend on what days we actually reserve the guest house, but for sure you can camp on the ranch overnight, Thursday to Friday.
Terry, I don't know for everybody, I can't see your pretty face at all.
She's kind of for us.
We got weird stuff happening tonight.
Oh, we can see her, Margaret. She's in a different square than Ralph.
So
Oh, wait. Margaret. Here I am.
Oh, good.
I have a question for you, Terry.
Sure.
Are you going to provide body paint so we can paint the people along with the horses so they match each other?
I love the idea. And yes, we will be doing that.
I got a big target.
So can you feel if a fly lands on you like the horses do?
Yeah, he's very sensitive.
Yeah.
Many flies there.
And Suzanne has joined us. Hi, Suzanne.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Close to you.
Hello.
So we just finished up a question and answer session, and I'm wondering if you would be so kind as to give us a little tour of the ranch.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry to be late. I have to tell you that I'm a little discombobulated with daylight savings. I was out and about and I just didn't click in terms of the time. So I apologize. Sorry about that. I'll have to share my screen. Can you allow me to do that?
Oh, yep. 1 second. Over here. Dunrovin Ranch.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank Terry for inviting me, and I want to say that we're really excited to have all of you join us this summer, both on site and online.
So you should have access now.
Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to, I assume you can see 4 of my web cameras. Unfortunately, 2 of our web cameras went belly up this last month or so, and you're a week early. This weekend, we are going to be putting up 2 brand new latest quality German web cameras over the ranch. But right now, we're using some, we're missing 2 of them that are not available, unfortunately. So I'm gonna, this one, can you see the arrow on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is an overview of the ranch in general. It's over an osprey's nest. Unfortunately, I cannot move that camera. It's a backup camera. It's not a high quality pan tilt zoom web camera. It's just there for backup because during the osprey season, we can't go up there. But we've been waiting for the snow to go so we can go up and put our new camera up there. So I can't move that camera, but the other cameras I can. So let me take you down to the Bitterroot River. All right, I can move this camera. I have to log into it to move it. Hang on. We are right on the Bitterroot River, which is really a fun place. I always call it our clean and friendly river. There's no dam on the Bitterroot River. It is great for swimming. It's great for fishing. And it defines this big valley, which is about 90 miles long. The river runs from the south to the north, and we're on the north end of it. So you're looking directly south here. Now I'm going to take you all the way down to the very end. There's a gravel bar down here at the end. There are a couple of gravel bars. And this is where we often see animals of various sorts. On these gravel bars, we've seen cougars and elk and deer and black bear and coyotes and birds of all kinds. This is where our osprey fish is down in this river too. So we see them occasionally. They're hard to catch fishing. They are so fast and they just plop down in the water and off they go. By the time I see that they're there, I have a hard time moving the camera. So this is another creek comes in. Let me show you on right around here. Another creek comes into the river. It's called Lolo Creek. and it defines the valley going east and west to the Idaho border from Montana. Be sure to interrupt me with any questions. I'm happy to have, I don't mean to give a presentation. I would really prefer a conversation, so stop me at any time.
How warm is the water?
Well, it's very swimmable in the summer, and it's extremely clean. I mean, it's very nice and warm in the summertime, but you know, it's a cold water stream in the sense that we have cold water fish in it. So it's very refreshing to swim in the summertime. So when you come, you're right at exactly the perfect time for swimming. Bring your swimsuits. We also have inner tubes, and there's a wonderful float down the river from our place to a park that's about 3 miles downstream. And it's just a great little float, very easy and very safe, very safe. So I'm going to take you up into the mountains now. These are the Sapphire Mountains. And sometimes up here we see elk and we see wild horses. There's a herd of about 90 wild horses that live over in this part of the state. I did a research project on them when I got here because I had no idea there were wild horses in this part of Montana. And I found, well, I worked with ranchers up and down the valley, and we found letters about the wild horses from the 1850s. So they've been here a long time. They're not just feral horses. They're a true herd of wild horses, although they're not protected by federal law of any kind. But occasionally we see them eating over there. I've actually ridden my horse to within them, and it's never been a problem. They keep their distance from me, and I always kept my distance from them. I've never gone on a mare when she was in heat. I don't think that would be a smart thing to do, but it's very steep over there, incredibly steep. So,
Suzanne, there was a chat question. People were asking about fishing rods.
oh yeah, big fishing rods. I'm sorry I didn't have my chat up. Let me put my chat up. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Also, what kind of fish do you see in the river?
Well, we have lots of trout, rainbow trout, and we have brown trout and cutthroat trout. We also have pike, which we don't want, of course. They're invasive, and we have suckers and we have whitefish. We don't rent fishing poles. You'll have to bring your own, although there are places in town where you probably could rent. I'm not sure of that. Well, we can certainly get you a guide if you need a guide to go on a float trip. We have canoes here if you want a canoe. I have life jackets. I have life jackets for everybody. And we have canoes if you want to just borrow a canoe. We used to rent them out, but I don't do that anymore for insurance purposes, but you're welcome to borrow one. It's a very safe river to canoe, at least it is right here. Farther upriver, it can be a little dicey. We've canoed it a number of times. My husband's a really good canoeist. I'm going to show you a interesting little video clip. Hang on here while I find it, because I think you would find this very interesting. So let me just find it for you first. And then it's in Vimeo, but I know you'll be interested in this. And it's on these mountains. It's a herd of elk. And
Suzanne?
yes.
Real quick, someone put in the chat as well, if they do borrow the canoe, is there life jackets?
Yes. Yeah, there are life jackets for everybody.
Okay,
A
great.
lot of life jackets, a lot of different sizes.
Is there snow all year round on the hills?
No, they're not these hills. Across the way in the Bitterroot, sometimes there's snow all year round, but not on these particular hills. These hills are pretty small by Montana standards. But I wanted to show you this video. It's a herd of elk over there. You can kind of see where it looks, the ground looks the same. And you're gonna see an eagle, a golden eagle. There are golden eagles nests over there, and the eagle is chasing the elk.
Oh my gosh.
A giant herd, it's like in the national park.
Can you see the eagle?
Yes.
Yes, there you go. That's Pat sees it.
Yeah,
Pat-
isn't that
there-
fascinating? My husband's a wildlife biologist, and I sent this video all around, and I said, have you guys ever heard of a golden eagle chasing a full-grown adult elk? There's no way a golden eagle can kill a full-grown adult elk, and it just surprised me to see this. And neither people who are experts in golden eagles or people who are experts in elk had seen this. And we were speculating as to what was happening. The eagle may have been using the elk to churn up rodents just by scaring them up, or the eagle may have been thinking that it's so steep over there, and you can't tell how steep it is, it's very steep, that if he got them running, one might fall and hurt itself and become injured. But I just thought this was so fascinating that these elk were just so afraid of this golden eagle.
Wow.
I have to say that one time I was riding up there, and my dog, who was a Catahoula, do you know what a Catahoula dog is? It's a Alabama cattle dog, and they're about the size of a small lab, although they're very brindle colored. My dog got too close to the eagle's nest, the golden eagle's nest, and the eagle attacked it, picked it up off the ground, dropped it, and it rolled down that mountain. It didn't die.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
That is so cool. Wow.
Looks like that eagle lost the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, that eagle was, golden eagles are huge. They're the biggest birds in North America, other than the California condor. But they're by far the best predator in terms of birds.
They can pick up a coyote.
Oh, they certainly can. They
Take it.
picked up my dog. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you another story. I'm from Alaska. I spent almost 30 years in Alaska, and the local television station ran a video of an RV from California who went to gas up at a gas station in a place called Valdez, Alaska. And they opened the door of the RV, and a little tiny dog, maybe a Pekingese or something like that, jumps out of the RV, and a bald eagle on the roof flies down, swoops it up, and flies off. And the guy who was driving the RV goes behind the RV, and he goes, yes, clearly he didn't like the dog. Of course, his wife was really upset. And I thought I wouldn't have wanted to been in that RV on the way home to California after she saw that on TV.
Oh.
That's rough.
Isn't that it? Funny? It's funny for everybody except the dog. I had a golden eagle attack one of my little dogs, this little dog I've got here. And what I did is I had to chuck it with me, and I had a bigger dog, and I threw the ball towards the eagle, and my big dog ran and chased the eagle off of my little dog.
Wow.
We have a lot of eagles around here. We had an eagle kill one of our ospreys.
Wow.
I found the body across the river and brought it back, and it's in a museum stuffed now. So now we're looking north towards Missoula. The Missoula is just north of there. And here's, I'm gonna come down a little bit here. Here's the beach that you guys would swim on right here. This is a nice beach we've got here. And it's not sandy, of course. It's a gravel bar beach, but it's really a good place for swimming. And then here is my riparian pasture. I don't know if people know what the term riparian means, but it means an area that is influenced by periodic flooding. So every spring, this area floods. And now we're looking straight west. You can see the sun setting. The sun's going to set right here. That's the notch in the mountains is Lolo Creek going towards Idaho. But let me put this back on tour. We keep this on tour all the time. And I'm really sorry we don't have our other two cameras operating right now, but it is what it is. It'll all be fixed this Sunday. Now I'm going to take you over to what we call the bench. And the bench is a place where we set up bird feeders, and it overlooks the riparian area. I'll show you I'll move the camera here a little bit. Right now, there's not much at the bird feeders, except I do see a lone, I gotta adjust my camera just a bit here. I'm sorry, I'm not as prepared as I intended to be. I just got discombobulated by the time of day. There's a squirrel there too. We have flying squirrels at night here. But here's a magpie. You can see these cameras are really pretty versatile. There's a squirrel, and here we've seen all kinds of animals. Every night we see raccoons, and sometimes we have foxes and skunks and porcupines and coyotes and turkeys, and all kinds of birds come here. That's because the birds for the bird feeders are messy, and the bird feed ends up on the ground part of the time. Here we have a little rosy finch. You see the little rosy finch? They're pretty, aren't they?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
These cameras are pretty. I mean, you can see the individual bird seeds there. Let me pull back, and you'll see that this is an area overlooking the river, the riparian area. I can show you the river camera here shortly if I can find it through all these trees. But yeah, here we go. Let me go right in here. I'm going to zoom in between the trees, and you'll see how the river camera is mounted. Okay, so let me get down to it. Okay, I'm going to use my arrow here. Do you see this little white ball?
Mm-hmm.
That's the river camera as seen through the trees. You can see this black thing here is a cantilevered tower that we built to put the river camera over it. So we have this cantilevered tower, and there's a river camera. The river camera moves in various directions. But we've seen some really interesting things from this camera too. Do you want another video? I can show you another, oh my goodness, video if you'd like me to.
Sure.
I have a question too. Do you have
Yeah.
hawks that come and hunt the birds?
We have fox. We have what?
Hawks,
Oh,
H-A-W-K-S.
absolutely. In fact, we have a pair of red-tailed hawks that nests here every year, and he is a leucitic red-tailed hawk, which means he has a lot of white feathers. It's like being albino, but not entirely. He's beautiful. He's just a gorgeous bird. We've seen we've seen chicks, red-tailed hawks. We have lots of sharp-shinned hawks and Cooper's hawks, and we also have goshawks in the area. We see them not infrequently. But let me show you this interesting video. This will really surprise you. It'll take me a minute to find it again, so just hang on here while I go looking. I've got a huge library of videos.
Yeah.
I think this is the one. Yeah. This is a great blue heron, and normally great blue heron catch fish, but the river was flooded, so it caught a squirrel, a ground squirrel, a Columbia ground squirrel. This is kind of gruesome. You can see the heron kill it. He uses his beak.
Look at that. And the pictures are really unbelievable, so clear.
We see herons a lot.
Nature is a cruel mistress, they say.
She sure is. But the heron has to eat too, and frankly, I'm glad to get rid of a few ground squirrels. The red-tailed hawk will hunt the ground squirrels too. Now watch what this heron does. This is what was so interesting to me, at any rate. I had never seen a heron kill a ground squirrel. That's a big, those Columbia ground squirrels are big. But here goes the heron.
Wow. Yeah. See,
Now, what kind of heron is that?
That's a great blue heron.
Great blue. Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
You can see
Taking
there.
a walk with his pet squirrel.
Pardon?
Oh, I was trying to make a joke. I said he's just taking a walk with his pet squirrel.
You can see lots of holes there, so, but watch what this guy does. This is so interesting to me. And you can see the river's flooded, so this is why it's called riparian. That whole area was just completely flooded. It does every year. And then we have a lot of fun ducks, but watch this guy. He goes down there.
Yeah.
What is he drowning him?
He's washing it off.
Oh,
It's dead by this time. He killed it up there. It's dead, but now watch.
Oh, geez.
That's quite the.
Hey,
You
look
can
what
see-
I see.
you can
You
see
didn't get to
That
get it?
was flashing like that, it dimmed it.
I
So
eat like that too.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, don't you think?
This is a gulp.
Yeah.
That's a first for me.
Yeah, it was for
Well,
me.
everyone, it's been really good talking to you. I have to go pick up somebody, so I have other commitments, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see some of you folks in August and the sort like that. And Terry and Ralph, I'll be in touch with you. Okay?
sounds great. See you, Uncle Tom.
I love you all. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Tom.
Let me show you one more fun little video now that I'm on to videos.
Suzanne, while you're doing that, can I just ask you real quick?
Sure.
Is your husband a member of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation?
Well, he has been on and off. It's headquartered here in Missoula.
I knew it was.
We have been a supporter of them for a long time, for sure.
I was just curious because my dad was really involved years ago before he died.
Yeah, they're a very good organization, and they have a wonderful headquarters office with it's almost a museum like. Okay, this is you can see shown at 8 times normal speed, that this guy caught a fish way bigger than he is, and it's like the great blue heron. He really has to figure out how to eat this thing. It's too big.
Kingfisher.
And he sits for over an hour while with this darn fish, figuring out what to do with it. These kingfishers are gorgeous. So there he goes. He's got his fish. So it's very fast motion right now, but it wasn't that fast happening. But you'll see he doesn't know what to do with his fish. It's too big for him.
Look how gorgeous the bird is. Look at the beauty. It's so close.
These are such fun little birds.
Cat loves it.
The fish is as big as he is. You can tell it's a male because of the reddish feathers on his chest. The females don't have that.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful, Suzanne. Thank you so much for such a wonderful tour. And unless there's any more questions, do you want to lead us into the show us your mug contest, Dad?
Sure. Usually I ask for applause for each picture, but I don't think we can do that online. So I have 4 pictures, but I think some other people had mugs. I'm not sure should they take a picture of it and send it to you, Terry? Would that be best?
No, what I'm thinking is people who were here on video can just hold their mug up to the camera and show it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, gosh, how should
You want me to get those pictures up?
yeah, so if Suzanne, if you could please stop screen
Yes.
sharing.
Yep, I'll stop right now. Yep. Thank you.
I can pull up the photos.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. That was really, really wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Well, thank you. I look forward to hosting you all.
Ralph, can you enable me to share?
Make my dad a co-host.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You could start holding up the whoever has mugs.
Okay. Well, do you want to start us off, Ralph? I guess I should go
right here.
first. Oh, okay. Are you good? Okay.
That's screen
I'm
share.
sorry, Dad. Are you showing a photo first or am I?
I have 4 of them I could show. I've got Lisa from the UK. Is she on?
No,
She's not here. These people couldn't be, well, Suzanne's here, but the other people be here. So they submitted them by mail.
Okay, okay. So can everybody see Lisa?
Not in full screen.
Yeah, you just need to make it bigger.
What's it say? Can't classically British. Excuse how I look. It's been a rough few days. Look at that.
Trained him how to do this today.
Does he
And this
double
is
click it?
his, second time using Zoom. So everybody give DJ Polish a hand. We can do, I mean, are you
Okay.
gonna?
So that's the first one.
Well, I think you just need to click on the actual photo to screen share it, not your desktop.
Oh, I could do that?
Yeah, just,
can
it
see
should show you when you click on share, it should give you the option to click on the photo.
Oh, there, because you have 4 photos there. See.
Okay,
I
this
think
is,
you have to open each photo, like, double click on it and open it up.
That one's cute. The cat, that's another cat person.
okay, this is
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
We're not seeing them, Dad.
Okay.
Right. We had trouble with this before, so we'll have to just give it another
But
shot.
that mug that Victoria has, I tried to find that online and I couldn't.
It was beautiful.
Why don't you guys hold your mugs up to the camera and I'm gonna try to do a workaround for the, to try to get those pictures up.
So mine has donkeys and you'll meet these donkeys when you come. We call them the divas, the donkey divas. And they're very loud and very opinionated. They're very
bet.
fun.
Well, my mug is my sloth mug and it says, "Today I will do absolutely nothing."
Very nice, very nice.
My mug is of Terry riding a horse.
Very good.
It's a
I know.
painted horse.
Yeah. And I took those pictures.
Yeah, you did a
Oh,
good.
sweet.
Yeah, look at that action shot.
Woohoo. Go Terry.
Corey, your mom was there that day.
All right, guys, I got a photo to share. This is the one you had, Dad, right? Lisa from the UK.
Classically British.
Okay, that is Lisa, and we've got a couple more here.
Photos.
Yeah,
Mayo, I think, had one too.
there she is. This is Maya from the Netherlands.
Oh, that's cute.
Is a cute mug.
The person had a cat.
Who else do we have?
There's an Irish one.
That one?
Did we
Oh,
show?
Patrick's holding up a mug. What is that? 4-leaf clovers?
Well, Merry and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happen to have this one. I have my Flanagan's cup. I have a plastic.
All right, and here we go. This is Victoria from Las Vegas.
That's the mug I wanted.
All right, more mugs, guys. Show us your mugs.
Corey, are you going to Fog Lifters on Friday? The anniversary?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Well, we are too.
Good. Yeah.
Terry,
Or
do
wait,
you
no,
have
I
a mug?
definitely am. I definitely am. My mom's coming into town, so I'll bring her.
What were you gonna say? Mark?
Do you have a mug, Terry?
I do, and this is actually the mug that I won for entering that photography contest of the bears in Alaska.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
I started it off.
Yeah. All right, so did we see all the mugs?
I have one. Well, I don't know if I can show it.
Oh,
But it says simmer down and just roll with it. Yeah.
I like that.
Can't see it.
Yeah, hold it up again, Ellen.
Yeah, let's see if I can. I'm not like technically.
Put it right in front of your face and then we can
Oh.
see it.
Better roll with the paintbrush.
Can you see it now? Is it
Yeah.
upside down?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's like a teapot or a kettle.
Yeah, it's like a little pot and then a rolling pin. Yeah.
I got it.
So, yeah, it's just a reminder, simmer down and just roll with it. I thought that was good for me. So,
Any more entries or are we getting ready to vote?
Secret ballot.
I think what we should do is we should have people nominate a mug and then we'll vote on the winners. How's that?
I gotta nominate Ralph's for sure.
Okay, we got Ralph with the nomination.
I'd like to second that.
Second.
I like
I'd like to nominate Pat's with the St. Patrick's Day theme. Yeah, it's early, but it's okay.
No, I like the let the shit go, and I like the rolling.
Yeah.
I like this group of people. This is my first time. I've only once before done any of these Zoom things with my book club. You're much more entertaining than my book club. It's such a nice group. Very nice.
Tell us your vote. You can only pick
Yeah,
one.
she said the shit one.
I know, I like the rolling one too.
That's my vote too.
Fun.
They were all good. I couldn't decide.
All right. I don't know how to handle it. Any more nominations?
The cat, I like the British
I'm
one.
going for
The
shit one.
cat from Norway. Is it
Okay. Yeah. Cat lover too.
British one was
colorful?
Anybody else? Anybody else want a nomination? I guess I didn't do one, so I kind of liked I forget the photos that got sent in. I'm gonna go with the let that shit go.
Yeah.
I'm victorious. All right, guys. So how do we do this now? This will be fun.
Victoria won.
I vote for everybody.
Too much.
This really is a fun group. How are you all related? Whose family is this?
I think it's all one big family here. I
Oh.
think everybody
I
that you,
think-
my first night, I just feel like I've known all these people.
Well,
Lies.
what a great
It's
group you are.
friends and family. Some of us are friends
Yeah.
with Terry or with Ralph.
Well, you're a great group.
Thank you so much, Suzanne, and thanks everybody for coming out and for showing us your mugs. And you know, we've got prizes that you'll be getting in the mail, and everybody is going to get a prize.
Yay.
Okay, I like the British one too. with the
Yeah, I
buttons.
hope everybody has a great night.
Thank you.
Enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Yes.
Take care.
Very nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you so
Thank you
much.
for
It was
letting me
fun.
crash.
Thanks.
everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Look how everybody's smiling. This is beautiful. There's Pat.
Oh my God.
General night to you all.
Bye, Devin.